When life throws its worst at you, it feels like the world's crumbling. You've been told to think positively, to look on the bright side, and everything will eventually fall into place. But here's the cold, hard truth. Life doesn't care about your optimism. When the storm hits, it doesn't spare you just because you've been hopeful. And let's be honest, hope alone doesn't get you through the hard times. So, what does? The real answer lies not in wishful thinking or empty promises. It's about digging deep into your core. It's about developing the kind of inner strength that can withstand any challenge. No matter how severe, it's about discipline and emotional control. The ability to stay grounded when everything else feels like it's slipping away. These are the qualities that Stoicism has been teaching for thousands of years. Stoicism doesn't promise you a life of ease or unbroken happiness. It doesn't sugarcoat the struggles. Instead, it arms you with the tools to face life head-on, without breaking down when things get tough. It teaches you to confront obstacles with unwavering composure, to find peace even when chaos surrounds you, and most importantly, to take full responsibility for your reactions. You see, for centuries, Stoicism has shaped the lives of emperors, warriors, even slaves. People from all walks of life who understood that true freedom comes from within. It's not about controlling what happens to you, but about mastering how you respond. And let's face it, the true challenge isn't the external world. It's what's going on inside you. So, if you've ever felt like you're at the mercy of life's chaos, like your emotions are controlling you instead of the other way around, you're not alone. But what if I told you that you can change that? Right now, you can start building that emotional resilience. You don't need to wait for life to get easier. You don't need the stars to align or some miracle to happen. All you need is a willingness to develop the strength to handle whatever life throws your way. In this video, I'll walk you through 8 simple Stoic principles that you can implement right now. These principles are designed to not only build your resilience but to help you regain that sense of calm and inner freedom. They'll show you how to make sense of your struggles and how to empower yourself to take charge of your life. No matter the circumstances, are you ready to unlock that power within you? Let's dive into the world of Stoicism and start building a life that you can control. This isn't just about surviving. It's about thriving in a world that doesn't care about your optimism. Imagine this. A child drops their ice cream cone, and to them, it's the end of the world. Tears well up, and the entire day seems ruined. Yet, the very same event, a simple drop, doesn't faze an adult. They simply pick it up, brush it off, and move on. Same situation, yet completely different reactions. Why? Because of perception. This is where Stoicism offers a powerful lesson. Everything is neutral until you decide otherwise. A fallen ice cream cone is neither good nor bad until you assign it a meaning. In the grand scheme of life, this principle applies not only to trivial moments but to the biggest challenges we face. Losing a job, for example, might seem like a catastrophic loss. But what if it's not? What if, in that loss, there's an opportunity for something bigger and better? What if this tragedy is merely a sign that it's time for you to redirect your path and discover something that aligns more with your true purpose? We often think that events in life come with inherent meaning, that the challenges we face are either bad or good, but in reality, the meaning we assign to events is what truly shapes our experience. A missed opportunity is not inherently a setback unless we decide to make it one. An unexpected change in plans doesn't have to be an inconvenience. It can be a chance for something new to emerge. Think about it. How many times have you been frustrated by something, only to realize later that it wasn't nearly as important as you made it out to be? That frustration only arose because you allowed it to hold meaning. But what if you could let go of that immediate reaction and choose a different perspective? What if you could decide that this moment, whether it's a delay, a mistake, or even a perceived failure, is neutral, and your response to it is what truly matters? The power of Stoic philosophy lies in this simple shift. The next time something doesn't go as planned, take a step back, ask yourself, is there another way I could look at this? Could this setback be an invitation for growth? Is this frustration a signal for you to change course or try something new? The truth is, once you understand that events are just events until you give them meaning, your entire approach to life changes. You become less reactive, less overwhelmed, and more in control of your emotions and decisions. In the end, it's not what happens to you that truly matters, it's how you interpret it. And once you realize that, you gain an incredible sense of freedom. The world is neutral. It's up to you to decide what it all means. The power is in your hands. Think about the toughest gym coach you've ever had. The one who pushed you harder than you ever thought possible. The one who made you do that last representative when you were sure you couldn't do another. At the time, you probably hated them for it, right? But here's the truth. They weren't there to make you feel bad. They were there to make you stronger. And this is exactly how we should view adversity in life. Adversity is like that tough coach. It's relentless. It tests your limits, and it will make you uncomfortable. But the end result is always the same. It builds you. Just like lifting weights breaks down your muscles so they can grow back stronger. Life's challenges break you down emotionally, mentally, or physically to help you grow into someone more resilient, more capable, more prepared for whatever comes next. Think about that difficult project you're working on at your job. The one that seems like it's impossible to finish. Instead of seeing it as an obstacle, try seeing it as a training session. Each task, every step forward, is like one more repetition on your way to becoming stronger. When you face rejection, don't view it as a failure. Instead, see it as feedback, a coach's critique. You failed this time, but now you know what to improve for the next round. Just like an athlete who faces setbacks during grueling training, you can use these moments as fuel to grow. The discomfort, the frustration, the fatigue, it all plays a part in shaping you. When you're in the middle of a challenge, it's easy to feel overwhelmed, to want to give up, or to think that you'll never make it through. But let me tell you something. It's in these moments that you find your true strength. It's in the middle of that struggle that you discover what you're truly capable of. The more you embrace adversity, the stronger you become. And here's the thing. Adversity doesn't stop coming. Just like a coach who pushes you for another round, life will keep throwing challenges at you. But with every challenge you face and overcome, you grow stronger. It's a cycle, a loop that builds you. So when life gives you hard times, don't shrink away from them. Embrace them. Be grateful for them. Each tough situation is another step in your journey to becoming the best version of yourself. In the end, the more you embrace adversity, the more you'll become unstoppable. The difficulties that once seemed impossible will just become part of your routine. And with each victory, you'll get closer to mastering the art of resilience. So, when life gets tough, remind yourself, this is your training ground, your chance to grow, and just like that tough coach, life is only making you stronger. Life is unpredictable. It throws all sorts of obstacles at you. Traffic jams, delays, people misunderstanding your intentions, and so on. These events often feel out of our control. But here's the secret. The one thing you can always control is how you respond. True freedom doesn't come from avoiding challenges. It comes from mastering your response to them. Picture this. You're stuck in traffic, late for an important meeting. You can feel the frustration building, your heart racing as you watch the minutes tick away. But here's the reality. There's nothing you can do to change the traffic. You can't make the cars move faster. You can't rewind time to leave earlier. And you certainly can't control the other drivers. The situation is what it is. But how you respond to it is completely up to you. You could let frustration consume you, allowing your mind to spiral into anger, stress, or even self-blame. You could spend the next 20 minutes cursing your bad luck, watching the minutes slip away, and imagining how this delay will ruin everything. Or, you could take a deep breath, acknowledge the situation for what it is, and shift your focus to what you can control, your mindset and your emotions. Instead of losing your peace over something you can't change, you can transform the moment. The Stoics understood this better than anyone. They taught that the path to true peace is not in controlling everything around us, but in mastering ourselves. When you focus on controlling your thoughts and emotions, you begin to shape your own experience, regardless of external circumstances. This is where the real power lies. It's easy to get caught up in the idea that life should unfold exactly the way we want it. We expect the world to bend to our will, and when it doesn't, we're left feeling frustrated and helpless. But that's a trap. The truth is, the world doesn't revolve around your plans, and the only thing you can control is your own actions and reactions. Think about it. When you stop wasting energy trying to control the uncontrollable, you open up a new world of freedom. You stop giving your peace away to circumstances that are beyond your control. You stop allowing external events to dictate your mood. Instead, you take full responsibility for your experience. You choose how to respond. This doesn't mean you become passive or indifferent to what happens around you. It means that you focus your energy on what truly matters, your inner world. Your emotions, your thoughts, and your reactions are yours to command. When you master them, you gain the ultimate freedom to face anything life throws your way with calm and confidence. So, the next time life throws you a curveball, remember, the real power is in how you respond. That's where your freedom lies. What if you could turn every minor setback in your day into something humorous? A spilled coffee, a mistaken email, or missing the bus. These are the things that often throw us off balance. They frustrate us, irritate us, and can even derail our mood for the entire day. But here's the twist. What if, instead of getting upset, you learn to laugh at these little misfortunes? Suddenly, they lose their power over you. Imagine this. You're running late for an important meeting, and as you rush to your car, you trip over your own feet and spill coffee all over yourself. Most people would get angry, upset, and frustrated. They might waste the next few minutes mentally scolding themselves for being clumsy. But what if, in that moment, you paused, looked at the mess, and just burst out laughing? It sounds ridiculous, right? But that's the point. When you laugh at the situation, you disarm it. You take away its ability to control you. You're no longer a victim of your own frustration. You've become the master of the moment. Stoicism teaches us that life is full of events we can't control. Things will go wrong. People will disappoint you. Problems will arise. But here's the Stoic secret. It's not the event itself that matters. What matters is how you respond. If you can look at a frustrating situation and laugh instead of letting it ruin your day, you've already won. The power doesn't lie in avoiding problems. It lies in controlling how they affect you. Think about it. When you laugh at negativity, you take away its sting. It's like putting on an armor of humor that shields you from stress. You start seeing life's annoyances for what they truly are, small, temporary moments that don't deserve your energy or frustration. They don't have the power to destroy your peace unless you give them that power. Humor is a powerful tool. It's not just about laughing at jokes or watching a funny movie. It's about adopting a mindset that sees the humor in everyday life. When something irritates you, instead of letting it build into a mountain of frustration, step back and laugh. Ask yourself, how can I make this situation funny? How can I look at this and see the humor in it? You might be surprised at how liberating it feels. Next time something goes wrong, remember, it's not the end of the world. It's just a funny moment. Laugh at it. The more you do this, the less power negativity has over you. You'll start to realize that life doesn't have to be so serious. By turning negativity into a joke, you create space for more positivity and laughter. And isn't that what life's really about? Taking it all in stride, with a smile and a laugh, no matter what comes your way. Do you ever feel like your life is constantly overloaded? Your house is full of things you don't really need. Your schedule is packed with commitments you don't enjoy. And you find yourself always running to keep up. The more you chase after things, the more exhausted and anxious you become. And yet, the more you collect, whether it's material possessions or social obligations, the less satisfied you feel. It's a paradox, isn't it? But here's the truth. The more you chase, the more you lose. Stoicism teaches us that true contentment doesn't come from accumulating more, but from stripping away the excess and focusing on what really matters. It's about simplifying, about finding peace in the quiet space between all the noise. If you take a moment to look around, how many things are you holding onto in your life that don't truly serve you? How many items are gathering dust in your closet, forgotten but still occupying mental space? How many commitments are cluttering up your calendar, draining your energy, yet not bringing you joy or fulfillment? Here's the thing. Simplifying your life doesn't mean giving up everything. It doesn't mean abandoning your ambitions or your loved ones. It simply means taking a step back and reassessing what's really important. Are all of these possessions adding value to your life, or are they just taking up space, both physically and emotionally? Are all of these commitments truly aligned with your values, or are they just obligations that leave you feeling drained? By clearing away the clutter, whether it's stuff or obligations, you free yourself from unnecessary stress and distractions. You make room for what really matters: meaningful relationships, personal growth, time for yourself, and the pursuit of your true passions. When you simplify, you start to see the world in a new light. You begin to appreciate the present moment, without being constantly worried about the next thing to acquire or the next task to complete. You start realizing that less is often more. We live in a world that constantly tells us to want more success, more things, more experiences. But what if, instead of constantly striving for more, we chose to focus on less? What if we removed the excess, cleared out the distractions, and focused only on the things that truly bring us peace and joy? Simplifying your life isn't about living with less, it's about living with intention. It's about choosing what to keep and what to let go of, knowing that each decision creates more space for what truly matters. So the next time you feel overwhelmed, take a deep breath and ask yourself, what can I simplify? What can I let go of to bring more peace into my life? Remember, it's not about doing more or having more, it's about doing less, but doing it with purpose. Death is the one certainty we all face, yet it's the thing most of us go out of our way to avoid. We live our lives in a haze, constantly distracted by trivial matters, but the truth remains. Death is inevitable. It's not a question of if, but when, and yet, we spend so much time running from it, pushing it to the back of our minds as if ignoring it will make it disappear. The Stoics didn't run from the idea of death, they faced it head on. They didn't see death as an enemy to be feared, but as a reality to be embraced. By contemplating our own mortality, we unlock a deeper understanding of what it means to truly live. The Stoics believed that the more we acknowledge death, the more we appreciate life. It's easy to get caught up in the mundane, to sweat the small stuff, to get bogged down in our daily frustrations. But when you face the reality that life is fleeting, every moment becomes more precious. Ask yourself, if today were my last day, how would I live it? What would I do differently if I truly understood that time is not infinite? This question has the power to shift your priorities in an instant. Suddenly, the things that once seemed so important, the petty arguments, the minor inconveniences, the things you've been putting off, lose their significance. What's left are the things that really matter, the relationships you cherish, the dreams you want to pursue, the life you want to build. When you embrace the idea of mortality, you stop wasting time on things that don't bring you joy or fulfillment. You stop procrastinating. You let go of your fear and step into your power. You realize that the small worries that used to consume you are insignificant in the grand scheme of things. You begin to live with a sense of urgency, not because you fear death, but because you appreciate the fleeting nature of life. Personally, I've found that thinking about death has been a source of motivation. It's a reminder to live intentionally, to not wait for the right moment, because the right moment is now. It's a call to stop delaying happiness, to stop holding off on the things that matter, and to start making the most of every single day. The truth is, we don't have forever, so why waste the time we do have? Facing mortality doesn't mean living in fear of death. It means living with purpose. It means taking each day as an opportunity to create something meaningful. It means letting go of the unnecessary distractions and focusing on what truly matters. Death is certain, but how we live before it happens is entirely in our hands. When you face it, you free yourself from fear and give yourself the freedom to truly live. When you constantly try to please everyone, what happens? You end up pleasing no one, including yourself. It's like trying to squeeze yourself into a mold that was never meant for you, constantly bending and reshaping, losing a bit of yourself with every concession. But here's the thing. That mold isn't real. It's a fantasy built on the expectations of others, a box created by outside pressures. And no matter how hard you try, you'll never fit perfectly in it. The truth is, living to please everyone will only leave you exhausted, unfulfilled, and disconnected from who you truly are. Stoicism teaches us to embrace authenticity, to live according to our own values, not the fleeting desires or demands of others. This isn't about selfishness, it's about self-respect. Think about it. How often do you say yes to things that don't align with your values just because you're afraid of letting someone down? How often do you suppress your own desires, needs, and boundaries because you're trying to keep everyone else happy? If you're constantly doing this, you're not living for yourself, you're living for everyone else. It's time to break free from that cycle. It's okay to say no when something doesn't feel right, when it doesn't align with your principles or goals. Saying no doesn't make you a bad person. It makes you someone who respects their own time, energy, and boundaries. It's a powerful act of self-care, not selfishness. Every time you say yes to something that doesn't serve you, you're sacrificing a part of yourself, your peace, your values, your energy, and that sacrifice, over time, takes a toll. From my own experience, I can tell you that when you start saying no to things that don't serve you, you'll immediately feel a weight lifted off your shoulders. you'll feel more grounded, more present in your own life, and more aligned with your true self. It's not easy, though. Our culture often teaches us that saying no is rude or inconsiderate. But in reality, it's the opposite. Respecting your own boundaries shows the world that you respect yourself. It's a signal that your time and energy are valuable, and if you want to keep them, you must guard them fiercely. The more you practice living authentically, the more fulfilling your life becomes. You stop worrying about what others think because you've learned to trust your own judgment. You stop measuring your worth through the eyes of others, and instead, you begin to measure it by the integrity of your actions and the authenticity of your life. When you stop living to please everyone, you free yourself from the endless chase for approval and start living a life true to you. Remember, you're not here to meet the expectations of everyone else. You're here to live in alignment with your own purpose, to honor your values, and to say yes to what truly matters. When you do this, you'll discover that the people who truly matter will respect and appreciate you for it. And the ones who don't, well, they never mattered in the first place. Life is a game, and just like any game, it's filled with challenges, setbacks, and victories. But here's the kicker. Those obstacles, they aren't meant to stop you. They are meant to make you better. Think about it. In a video game, every level you face gets harder, but it also teaches you new skills, tests your abilities, and builds your strength. The same goes for life. Every challenge you encounter is not a punishment, it's an opportunity to level up. The Stoics understood this better than anyone. They didn't view life's difficulties as signs of failure or misfortune. They saw them as necessary parts of the process. Every setback is just another level to conquer. Every failure a chance to learn. Just like a gamer who loses a match but uses that loss to analyze their mistakes and improve their skills. You, too, can use every challenge in your life to become stronger, wiser, and more capable. Think about the challenges you've faced. Maybe you've lost a job, gone through a tough breakup, or struggled with personal setbacks. Most people look at these things and see them as failures. They feel defeated, demotivated, and ready to give up. But what if you viewed them differently? What if, instead of seeing them as obstacles that hold you back, you saw them as the very tools that can push you forward? Each challenge you face is a chance to learn something new, to tweak your approach, and to come out on the other side more resilient. In my own life, I've found that the hardest moments often turn out to be the most transformative. When I've faced a failure, at first, it felt like the end of the world, but as I took a step back and reflected, I realized that those moments were actually shaping me in ways I couldn't yet see. They were preparing me for bigger things, for challenges that would require all the skills and lessons I had learned from past setbacks. It's the same in any game. A player who gets stuck on the first level, unable to advance, is often the one who doesn't adapt, who doesn't learn from their mistakes. But the ones who keep playing, who keep pushing through, who keep trying different strategies, eventually win. They become masters of the game because they refuse to let setbacks define them. So, When life throws you a curveball, don't panic, don't view it as a failure. Instead, treat it as just another level you have to beat. Embrace it as an opportunity to grow, to become better, to sharpen your skills. Because in the end, the more you face, the more you learn, and the more you level up. And just like in a game, when you reach the final stage, you'll realize that the challenges you faced along the way were never there to break you. They were there to make you stronger. These 8 Stoic principles aren't just abstract ideas. They are real, practical tools that you can use every single day to stay resilient, calm, and in control of your life. Life is unpredictable, and the obstacles will continue to come your way. Whether it's a setback at work, a personal struggle, or a difficult decision you have to make, these principles will equip you with the mindset you need to face them head-on. Without being overwhelmed or lost in emotion, I've seen firsthand how powerful Stoicism can be. When I started applying these principles in my own life, I noticed a shift. Instead of reacting impulsively to challenges, I learned to pause, assess the situation, and choose my response consciously. That moment of pause, the space between stimulus and reaction, becomes the most powerful tool you have. It's the difference between letting life happen to you and taking charge of how you navigate life. For example, when something goes wrong, most people immediately feel anger, frustration, or anxiety, but Stoicism teaches you to control those feelings, to see the situation as an opportunity for growth rather than a roadblock. This change in perspective doesn't just make you more peaceful, it makes you stronger, more capable, and more present. You start to understand that you can't control the world, but you can control how you respond to it, and in that, there is immense power. The truth is, the obstacles you face are not there to break you, they are there to shape you. When you embrace Stoicism, you stop viewing challenges as something to fear and start seeing them as opportunities to improve, to build character, and to become a stronger version of yourself. You learn to face adversity with strength and grace, and you carry that calmness with you through all the ups and downs life throws at you. Now, I want to hear from you. How are you planning to apply these Stoic principles in your life? Have you ever faced a challenge where Stoicism helped you remain calm and focused? Comment below and share your thoughts. I'd love to hear your experiences. If you found this video helpful and you're ready to incorporate more Stoic wisdom into your daily routine, don't forget to hit like and subscribe. There's so much more valuable content coming your way to help you stay strong, grounded, and in control of your life. Share this video with anyone who could use a little more inner strength. And let's build a community of like-minded individuals who are committed to living their best, most resilient lives. Stay strong, stay stoic, and I'll see you next time.